Welcome back to Elite Math Services, where we teach you math in under 5 minutes. In today's lesson, we're going to be learning how to round decimals. After this video, don't forget to check out our community tab, where we will have a number of resources and conversion charts to go along with some of our videos. The first example we're going to start off with is going to be 16.57. This also can be said 16 and 57 hundredths. Now, our first rule to rounding is going to be to underline the place value. So here we are asked to round to the nearest tenth. So we underline that number in the tenths place, which is our 5. If we are asked to round to the nearest hundredth, we go to the hundredths place and we underline the 7. You will also be asked to round to the nearest whole number. Now remember, all of our whole numbers are always to the left side of the decimal. And when asked to round to the nearest whole number, this means the number closest to the decimal. So this would be 6. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and round to the nearest whole number. The first rule to rounding is to underline the number that you are rounding. So the nearest whole number is going to be 6. We're going to underline our 6. The second rule is we must go to our neighbor on the right. We never go to the neighbor on the left. The neighbor on the right is 5. This number will determine whether our underlying number is to stay the same or go up by 1. And the rule surrounding is if it's 4 or lower, it remains the same. If it's 5 or higher, the number goes up by 1. So our neighbor is a 5, which means our 6 goes up by 1, which now is a 7. Everything to the left remains the same. We put our decimal. And the last rule is that every number to the right becomes a 0, leaving us with the final answer of 17.00. This can also be written as 17. Either answer will be correct. So now we're going to do one more example. We're going to round to the nearest tenth. So the first thing we must do is underline the number in the tenths place, which is our 5. Second rule is we use our neighbor to the right, which is number 7. The number is 5 or higher. Our number jumps up by 1. So because we have a number 7 as our neighbor, the 5 now becomes a 6. Remember, we go ahead and we put our decimal. Every number to the left remains the same, and any number to the right becomes a 0. This leaving us with the final answer of 16.60.